Hi, I'm Brittany from Philadelphia. Please like and subscribe. I was raised by my single German mom who moved to the US before she had me, and she wasn't a very conventional mom. For starters, I was allowed to call her by her name, Julia, and other people just didn't get that.
Carol, excuse me, can I please go to the bathroom?
It's Miss Carol, honey. You don't call adults by their first names. Like, you say mom. You don't use her name.
Yeah, I do. I call her Julia all the time. What's wrong with that, Carol?
She thought I was being cheeky and got mad, and I really didn't understand why. But after that, I started using Miss, Mr., or Mrs. with names of everything in her class, just to be on the safe side. Mr. Apple, Miss Banana, Mrs. Pencil, and for some reason, that annoyed her too. Mom always treated me more like her BFF than her daughter, and we could have candid conversations about anything.
How many boyfriends have you had, Julia?
5.
Can I have a boyfriend?
Sure, but I warn you, boys are annoying.
Was my dad annoying?
He was the worst. Lazy, stupid jerk. He always stole my chocolates.
I'm glad he's not around. Okay, is Santa Claus real?
Ugh, of course not. I buy your amazing presents, not some fat old men.
I thought so, Julia.
Life was pretty good, till a woman moved next to us in the 3rd grade. She had a son who seemed to be my age, and Mom and I were excited to welcome them to the neighborhood, but the lady didn't seem too happy to see us. What is it? You woke me up from my nap. Oh, we just brought you a butter pecan pie. A what now?
A butter pecan pie.
That's just her German accent. Sounds really weird. I'll return the dish once we've eaten it. Okay, danke. What did you say? I said okay, danke. Who are you calling a donkey, you weirdo? And then she smashed the pie in Mom's face. Mom lost it and attacked her, and several neighbors had to stop them from ripping each other's hair out. I tried telling the lady and her son that danke means thank you in German, but they just wouldn't listen. And that was the day an endless war started between the two houses. Alan's mom worked the night shift and slept during the day, so Mom made sure she did everything noisy during that time, like mowing the lawn, hammering nails in the wall for hanging pictures, and playing the drums. Yeah, she bought a drum set just for that purpose. And in turn, we'd often find our washed laundry in the mud, dog poop on our doorstep, our newspaper crosswords always done, and trash outside our gate. Hey, you pick this up before I come and kick your bottom. You should go back inside. There's already enough garbage on the street. Our moms also kept calling the cops on each other. They were playing their music too loud. We were not. They're keeping an illegal animal in that house. We just own a cat, you moron. But you've been keeping lice in your hair and spreading it in the neighborhood. Officer, arrest her. We shared a wall, and one time, Mom was playing music and Alan's mom started banging on the wall. Mom got pissed and banged even harder. Then Alan's mom punched a hole through the living room wall with a broom. You stupid cow. You've ruined my wall. It's not your wall, it's mine. Alan and his mom tossed a bunch of trash through the hole, and of course, we returned the favor. And for me and Alan, our feud didn't even stay at home. We made each other miserable in school with stupid pranks. One day, I discovered slime in my locker, and just then, I heard Alan talking trash about me to his friends in the hallway. I'd had enough, so I threw toilet water on him.
Wow, you smell terrible.
I'll get you for that, Brittany.
Ooh, I'm scared.
You gonna get your mom to punish me, you mama's boy? I can take care of myself, you ugly monkey. There was never a moment of peace between us. And then in 9th grade, our moms both came to school for the school play and started fighting over a seat. Hey, that's mine. It doesn't have your name on it. If it did, how would you know? It's not like you can read English. They started shoving and scratching each other. A couple of teachers had to drag them out of the auditorium as Alan and I looked on in horror. It seemed like everyone was talking about us. I don't think I've ever felt so embarrassed in my entire life. Seriously, I wish the ground would swallow me whole. Wow, look at us. We actually agree on something. And honestly, I was getting a little sick of it all. We had done about as many nasty things as we could to each other, and I was beginning to wonder what the point of it was. Julia, why don't we just move and put all this behind us? No. That's exactly what that woman wants, and I won't let her have it. But there were more and more days where I saw Alan, and it wasn't my first instinct to glare at him or call him stupid or throw my drink in his face. And I started noticing a similar change in Alan. I think the two of us had reached the same conclusion. We had outgrown this feud. We weren't friends, like not at all, but we weren't really enemies anymore either, which somehow led us to being partnered for a class project. Oh, great. Stuck with you. Are you gonna set my notebook on fire or stab me with a pencil? Look who's talking. joking. You threw rotten eggs through my bedroom window and put a dead fish in my mailbox. I'm not exactly thrilled about this either.
Whatever, let's just get it over with. We knew there would be a huge fight if either of us told our mothers we were working together.
So we kept it a secret and met up in parks and cafes. I didn't expect to enjoy myself, but weirdly, I did. One day, I caught him staring at me. What are you looking at? I always thought your face looked like a rotten tomato, but when you smile, you're kinda cute.
Oh yeah? Your face looks like a raisin.
Raisins are sweet, and they're good for you. The next day, Alan gave me a basket of golden raisins with a silly note that made me smile. Alan was actually really funny. He made me laugh more than anyone else, and I could almost forget all the things he'd done to make me angry over the years. Brittany, I know our moms hate each other, but I was thinking.
You mean you finally got that brain of yours to work?
Haha, very funny. Truth is, I don't hate you. I'm not sure if I ever really did.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Even after the project was done, we kept sneaking around and hanging out as much as we could, watching movies and taking long walks, and the more time I spent around him, the more I started realizing that I liked him.
Alan, I think
You've fallen head over heels for me, you've been struck by Cupid's arrow, you can't get enough of me, and you think about me all the time.
I wouldn't say all that.
Okay, fine. If you were gonna say that you liked me, then you should know that I like you too.
So, what should we do about it?
I have some ideas.
Then Alan pulled me close and kissed me. Our moms were still getting into fights, but that didn't mean we had to be a part of it. When we were in school, we could totally pretend none of that drama was real. And afterwards, we would hang out in places where our moms weren't likely to find us. Sometimes we'd even use the hole connecting our houses to talk after our moms had gone to sleep. Things seemed to finally be going well, mostly. When should we tell our moms?
Don't you think it's too soon?
Considering that they hate each other, it seems like any time would be bad. Besides, aren't you sick of sneaking around behind their backs? I'm not really used to keeping secrets from my mom.
I guess you're right. Why don't you come over for this big family dinner Mom's hosting tomorrow? And I can introduce you as my girlfriend then. She won't make a scene in front of so many people, trust me.
That night, I showed up at the party all decked out, and Alan greeted me at the door.
Wow, you look amazing.
You look good too, aside from the sweat on your forehead.
I'm just a little nervous. I'll be fine.
The house was filled with guests, and they were really nice to me. A few minutes later, we all went to the dining room, and that's when Alan's mom walked in with the roast chicken and saw me.
What is that awful girl doing here, Alan?
Alan was about to speak, but then suddenly he pushed me away instead.
I have no idea, Mom. She must have snuck in. She has a crush on me, and she's just obsessed, like a psycho stalker.
I was so shocked and hurt, I couldn't even move or speak.
You horrible child. Get off my property at once or I'll call the police.
Alan's mom picked up a bowl full of spaghetti and hurled it at me. I ducked just in time and went running out the door in tears. And when my mom found me sobbing on my bed later, I told her what had happened. She was beyond furious.
I'm not going to let them both get away with this.
Julia, can't we please just move away? I'm so sick of all this fighting.
No, we are staying right here, and we are planning revenge.
She came up with all these crazy ideas for how I could embarrass him at school or out in public, and some of them involved his mom. I was getting so frustrated that my brain was about to explode. Just stop!
What do you mean, stop? You haven't even heard the rest of the plan.
I'm sick of this. I don't want to be part of your stupid plan.
There's no need to be rude to your mother. If you have a better plan, share it.
OMG, you are not hearing me. I'm tired of this stupid feud, and I don't care about getting revenge on anyone. And I wish you would act like a mother for once. I ran outside and bumped right into Alan. What are you doing here?
Brittany, look, I don't have much time. My mom's out, and I wanted to say,
I don't care about what you have to say. We decided to tell your mom about us, and you chickened out and lied about everything.
Wait, please. I know, I was a jerk and a coward, and I shouldn't have acted like that. I just froze up.
Congratulations on your self-awareness. Now get out of my way.
You don't understand. My mom's terrifying. She gets that crazy look in her eyes. I can't make her mad. She's really hard on me. But I know that's not a good excuse, and I really am sorry. I love you so much. I want to shout it from the rooftops. I hate hiding things and living like this.
What if we didn't have to hide it?
Our moms will never see eye to eye.
We need to find a way, if you really care enough.
Of course I do.
Both our moms were on alert because of what had happened, so we had to be extra careful sneaking around and meeting up, which led to some pretty close calls. One night, I even had to climb a tree and leap over Alan's backyard fence when his mom got home from work early. And then a day came when we were hanging out at the park, and suddenly my mom popped out of a bush.
Aha! I knew something was going on. How could you, Brittany?
Mom, Alan. Suddenly, Alan's mom appeared from behind another bush.
Why would you associate yourself with that awful girl? Because we love each other. Your evil daughter has brainwashed my son. More like, your demon son has brainwashed my daughter.
Our moms fell into an all-out fight, pulling hair and screaming and trying to gouge each other's eyes out. It was insane. But Alan and I looked at each other and just ran away from there. We were done. And for the next 3 days, we hid at my friend's house and made her swear not to tell our mothers. After a while, our moms reported us missing and flyers of our faces were posted all over the city.
You know we can't do this forever, Brittany.
I know, but I'm not sure I'm ready to go back yet.
I'm not either, but we have to eventually.
The next morning when we went home, both our moms came running out, pulling us into hugs and sobbing.
Brittany, where have you been? I was very sick. Alan, how could you do this to your poor mother?
Alan took my hand as we faced them together. Alan and I are together. That's not going to change just because you can't get along with his mom. We've always been so close, Julia, but you're ruining our relationship and making me miserable. I need you to stop being so selfish.
Don't make us choose between you two and our relationship. You both need to respect our decision. You don't have to like each other, but you need to respect and tolerate each other if you want us in your lives. You got it?
Our moms looked at us and then at each other, and for the first time that I could remember, they didn't start fighting. Instead, they shook hands.
All right, this doesn't mean we are friends though, but can we call a truce?
Gross. Why would I think we're friends?
But yeah, truce.
Hey, I'm Anna, and I have a crazy story to tell you. But before I do, please like and subscribe to MSA. I grew up in an orphanage, and ever since I was little, I was surrounded with people who loved me. They said I had the prettiest blue eyes, and my smile could brighten up a room.
I'm sure you'll get adopted by someone amazing, and you'll live like a princess. I wish, but I don't want to leave you guys too.
I loved my life there, but I wanted a real family too. My wish came true when I turned 5, and a rich supermodel, Clara, adopted me. She traveled a lot for work, and I became her favorite travel buddy. When I turned 16, I started a YouTube channel documenting all my travels, and within 2 years, it had more than 20 million subscribers. Life was great, but then one day, everything changed. I was in the cafeteria when my best friend Candace came running to me. We'd been friends ever since I got featured on her channel where she pranked people. You've got to see this, Anna. There's a girl who looks exactly like you. Candy, is this another one of your dumb pranks? I still haven't forgiven you for stuffing fake spiders in my locker. Girl, I'm not fooling around. Trust me. Now get up. Just then, a girl swooshed past the crowd and hugged me. And when I saw her face, I almost passed out. We were identical. Holy mother of toads. Told ya. It's really you, Anna? Yeah, but who the heck are you? And why do you look like me? The girl told me her name was Jamie, and she was my twin sister. My head spun in 1,000 directions as I pulled her to the side to talk. Okay, tell me everything. Our parents are from Hawaii, and that's where I grew up. It's a beautiful place. You should visit. Oh, wait, I'm sure you've already been there since you've been everywhere. Get to the point, Jamie. Sorry. So I didn't know I had a sister till I saw your videos. I am so happy to have found you. How are you so sure I'm your sister? Maybe we're just two people who look exactly like each other. When I saw you, I confronted our parents, and they told me that they gave you up because they couldn't afford 2 kids. That makes no sense. Listen, I get it. I look like a homeless person, and you're, well, a queen. I know it's difficult to trust me, but we can get a DNA test to confirm it. And we did take the test. When the results came out, I was shocked. She really was my sister. I was happy and hurt at the same time. The next few days, Jamie and I hung out a lot. She told me she was here on scholarship and was living in some shabby hostel. So I asked Clara if she could live with us. I don't know. I mean, please, you're so busy these days, and I could use some company. But you hardly know her. She is my sister. Clara eventually caved, and Jamie moved in. We set up a room and stayed up all night talking. Slowly, we got close, and Jamie even helped me shoot my videos. One day, we were shooting in the schoolyard when Liam, the hottest guy in school, walked up to me.
Wow, and here I thought you couldn't look prettier.
Yeah, says the guy who has the whole town drooling over his looks. Did you get a new haircut?
She noticed.
As Liam left, Jamie smirked at me. You totally like him. No, I don't. I mean, mean, he's cute and all, but I don't know. We've been friends for so long. Okay, that was a total lie. I've had the biggest crush on Liam, but I wasn't sure if he liked me that way. So I kept my feelings to myself till I found a good time. The next few weeks, I took Jamie with me everywhere, and Candace wasn't too thrilled. She's always around. It's annoying. Give her some time. You'll warm up to her. Now let's get this video started. Our fans are waiting. Just then, Jamie walked in with drinks, tripped on the cords, and sent the soda splashing all over the computer screens. Get off me. You ruined everything. Do you know how much money went into the system? I'm sorry. Please don't be mad. I slipped. Just tell me what you want me to do. I'll get a job and replace all of this. Should I sell my phone? I'll even sell my hair. Oh shoot, can I just... Jeez, Jamie, chill out. Accidents happen. Candy, I'll replace your stuff. Let's not make a big deal out of this. Candace left angrily, and Jamie cried all day until I took her out for ice cream, and she finally shut up. We even decided to stay home that weekend because Jamie was so bummed out. But then Liam invited me for a party, and I couldn't say no. I asked Jamie to tag along, and she reluctantly agreed. But my jaw dropped when I saw her dressed up. Wow, you look, well, like me. It's nice, right? I wanted to make an impression as your sister. Can't let your reputation stink just because I do. Don't say that. You look great. We were having a blast at the party, and thankfully, Candace was in a good mood, and she and Jamie made up. I was getting some drinks when Liam tapped on my shoulder.
I'm glad you showed up.
How could I not? It's your party.
Listen, I've been wanting to tell you something, but I was waiting for the right time. I like you, Anna, like a lot, and something tells me you like me too.
Liam, Anna, we have to... Oh my god, I'm interrupting something, right? I'm so stupid. Are you mad at me? I think you are. Maybe I should leave. Or no, wait, I don't have a car or money for a cab. It's okay. I'll hitchhike with some stranger. Hopefully he won't be a kidnapper or a weirdo. Oh my god, Jamie. You know what? Let's just leave together. I'll talk to you in school, Liam. We left, and I couldn't help feeling annoyed with Jamie. But when we reached home, Jamie's phone rang and she went to take the call. But when she came back, I could tell she was crying. What's wrong? Our parents want me to pull out of school and come back home immediately. You know, Anna, I've never had a friend because Mom and Dad just wouldn't let me leave the house. I hate them. They're crazy. It can't be that bad, Jamie. They chose you over me, so I guess they do love you. I just wish I could ask them why they had... That's it. We should switch places. You'll get your answers, and I'll get some time to think about how to convince them to let me stay here. I don't think that's a very good idea. Sure it is. Aren't you even a little bit curious about them? I was curious about my parents, and maybe going as Jamie wasn't a bad idea, but I couldn't tell Clara. What if she didn't like the idea of me meeting my birth parents? And definitely not Candace, because she would just talk me out of it. We decided to do the switch over the weekend since Clara was out of town. Soon, I was on a plane to Hawaii, and when I reached Jamie's house, I kinda teared up seeing my birth parents, but they looked terrified. Quick, come inside, now, before someone sees you. Hello? No, hi, how are you?
Oh, I really hope no one saw you. Just go and clean up and we'll talk.
That was weird. I figured out which room was Jamie's and started to unpack. I was just wondering what to say to them when they walked in.
Jamie, how are you? Are you okay? We wanted to talk to you about that money, but you're probably tired.
Let's do it in the morning. Here's some food. With that, Mom put the plate on the floor and ran faster than a bullet. Jamie was right. These people were crazy. I wanted to confront them immediately, but I was too tired and fell asleep. But the next morning, I woke up to loud banging noises.
We know she's in there. Open up. You can't hide her forever.
What's happening, guys?
You shouldn't have come back, Jamie. Why are you here?
Stop yelling. And I'm not Jamie. I'm Anna. You know, the daughter you once had.
What? Did you stop your medication again? Just go inside and let us handle these people.
My birth parents went outside to calm the crowd. An hour later, we sat down, and I told them everything about me being Anna, them being my real parents, the adoption, everything. They looked completely stunned.
Anna, this is not true. It is true that Jamie's our daughter, but she's adopted.
What do you mean? You're not my birth parents?
No, we took Jamie in when she was just 2, and the adoption agency did tell us she had a twin, but we could only adopt one kid, and she was really sick, so we decided to take her in. We loved her and did everything to make her happy, but she was always looking for more. She stole from us and borrowed from everyone in town and never paid anyone back.
That explains all the angry people this morning. Yes, we had to sell whatever we had to pay them back, but it wasn't enough. When she told us she wanted to go to New York to study, we thought maybe she'd changed for the better, but now you're telling us she found you and she's in your home?
She's not fine, Anna. You need to go back, now.
I immediately packed my stuff, but as luck would have it, Hawaii got hit by a hurricane. Thankfully, it was a small small one, then flights were cleared to go after 2 days. I tried reaching out to Clara, but she was shooting in a remote location and my calls weren't going through. Just then, I saw in my Insta stories that Candace was having a party and Jamie was there too, so I headed there. But when I reached the party, my heart fell to my stomach watching Liam making out with freaking Jamie. Get off him, you freak! Oh my god, you're back. I thought you were gone for good. What? Have you gone completely crazy, Jamie? I'm Anna. No, you're not. I am. Really? Then why are you dressed like that? Babe, make her leave, please. Candy, you know me. I'm Anna. Okay, Jamie, you need to leave before I call the cops. Anna told us how you stole from her and how she kicked you out. You can't make a fool out of me. Clearly not, since you're already acting like one. Candace pushed me away and I was shocked beyond words. Crushed, I went home only to find out that Jamie had told the guards not to allow me in my own house. This was officially the worst day of my life. Thankfully, I had my credit card, so I booked a hotel room. The next day in school, I was stunned to see that Jamie had taken over my life completely and had all my friends wrapped around her fingers. I had to do something to expose her before it got any worse, so I set my phone to record and waited until Jamie was alone. Do you really think you can pull this off? No one will believe you. Jamie, please, what do you want from me? Stop torturing me. She took the phone from my pocket and threw it away, breaking it to pieces. Don't act smart with me, or I'll be your worst nightmare. Jamie smirked and left. I had to outwit her. But how? No one believed me. I skipped school for the day and went back to the hotel. Just as I put my bag down, someone knocked on my door. Clara! Anna, thank God you're okay. I just landed and tried to call you, but I couldn't get through. Then I saw you'd used your credit card and booked a place here. I'm sorry, Mom. I should have listened to you and not trusted Jamie at all. Clara calmed me down and I told her everything. I thought she'd scold me, but instead she hugged me and took me home. She even told the guards not to allow Jamie in and informed Jamie's parents. Obviously, that didn't go down well with Jamie. What is happening? You! I did you a favor by not throwing you in jail for robbing me, but after this? What? You'll tell everyone that I'm you and you're me? You can fool my friends, but you cannot fool my mom or your own parents. Suddenly, Jamie saw her parents walk in and turned white as a sheet. Is this some kind of joke? Who are these poor people? Get off me! Jamie, let's go home, honey. Enough of this. What home? This is my home. Listen, girl, you're not my daughter, so pack your stuff and leave, or I'll call the police. Jamie tried to protest, but she knew it was pointless. She left soon after, and I didn't press charges. I only wanted my life back, and jail time would have ruined Jamie's life. She was a witch, but she was still my sister. A week later, I went back to school, and Candace walked up to me. Babe, I'm so sorry. I should have known. It's cool. I just want to get past everything. Candace and Liam apologized, and a few months later, Liam and I started dating. He even joined me on my travel adventures, and things went back to normal. Or so I thought. A year later, I was in Italy with Liam for a shoot. It was pretty late when I got to the hotel, but as soon as I entered, I realized someone was in my room. My blood froze to see Jamie grinning at me. How did you get in? We're identical, remember? It wasn't difficult to get the master key from the manager. Tell me, are you enjoying living my life? What do you want? I want what's rightfully mine. I should have been the one adopted by a rich family, but instead, I got thrown into a dump while you're living like a princess. You have everything. The big house, the perfect mom, the golden boy. That's just not fair, is it? Jamie stared at me with murder in her eyes. I tried to say something, but words just fell out of my mind. Suddenly, I heard a huge crash and Liam rushed in with the police. Are you okay, Anna? Liam told me how someone on the hotel staff had seen Jamie come in, and then I walked in 5 minutes later.
They were confused and called me since you weren't answering. It wasn't hard to guess it was Jamie.
He's lying. I am Anna. Enough. Stay away from my guy and my life. I can't believe I ever called you my sister, you psycho. Rot in jail for a long, long time. The police took Jamie away and I never saw her again. It took me a while to get over the episode, but with therapy and support from friends and family, I'm better and thriving.